All right, we are back with Final Fantasy. All right, timer's ready. We're getting back into Final Fantasy here. So, literally, we are on the grind. Just trying to level a bit before... Well, we need money, we need XP, we need all these things to get us past sort of that... Well, we gotta go to that cave. So that cave was where we got hung up before, and there's a lot of undead in that cave. So that screwed us over pretty hard. Alright. These ogres aren't much of an issue at all anymore, which is really nice. And they got good gold. The ogres got good gold. Now, there's some spell. I was reading through the guide, the manual for the game. There's some spells I need to get. Like there's harm, which I clearly need to get. Where is it? For undead. So harm for undead. And that's level 1, so that might be way back in what's it called? The first area, Canoria. Some I don't know. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. But yeah, we need to go back and we need to diversify our spells and make sure that we've got the right spells. I didn't know what the spells meant. Or did. Nice hits. All right. Decent gold there. Let's literally take this boat straight up north. Alright. Let's do a big old magic fire. And then let's do a magic mute. And then we'll do a fight on this guy. Fire spell's really good, but you can't use it very much. Really curious to see what kind of progress they make with like Final Fantasy 2 and 3 and things like that as far as quality of life. Just because it takes a little while to progress through some of the rounds of battling. Bam, bam, bam. My schedule for Easter might change a little bit as well. It looks like my partner is very likely going to go back home and just visit family. And I'll stay here. I'll look after all the animals while she goes. But I might take that opportunity and do a little bit of extra streaming. And just sort of, you know, it's time that I would normally spend either at work or with her, and since both of those things are sort of not in the picture, I might jump on and stream a little bit more frequently. So for those 4 days, my schedule may change. We'll stick with a lot of the retro stuff, I think, for the most part. I'm going to shuffle this party really quick. Every time I get poisoned, it shuffles them back around, so it's kind of a bit frustrating. 300 gold, that's pretty good. I'll take that. All right, let's shuffle. Let's do Dax there, M's there, and we'll run with that for now. Nice. Good run up. Okay, so we let's check out the, is this the potions? This might be the potion shop. Yeah, it is. Okay. I gotta get used, I gotta remember what these spells and stuff all are. I haven't memorized them all yet. We want to look for white magic and black. See, this said it was a well before. Just an ordinary well. Okay. Yeah, here we go. Let's see. So we've got harm, which when I look at the manual for the game, harm level 1 hurts undead monsters ranging from 20 to 80 HP. That's insanely good. So we're gonna learn harm. Now we've got Fog and Ruse. Fog shields by envelopment in a thick fog, armor increased by 80. We also have Ruse, which the enemy is fooled into seeing multiple images of the magician. Evasion rate increases by 40. Now I don't know how this works if you can equip multiple level 1 spells. So let me just take a peek at how this works. Yeah, so I can do Cure, I can do Harm, I can do these 5 times. So if I have Fog, it's going to be shields by envelopment in a thick fog. So that's just on the spellcaster. So that's like a defense for the spellcaster. I think for 100 gold, I might just get all of them to have them, and then I don't have to come back to this town to do that again. So we're gonna go with Fog, and then we're gonna get Ruse as well. And getting my head around what all these spells do is gonna be super, super important. Cure, Harm, Fog. Okay, I can't learn Ruse. You can only learn 3 in each level. Yeah, okay. So you can choose... that's probably not the one I would have chosen, but that's okay. Unless I did that wrong. I don't think I did, though. So it's Ruse. Yep, it's full. Okay, I get it. I understand. That's fine. I'm not too upset about that. It's just level 1. Now, as far as black magic, let's have a look at the black magic in the manual. And the black magic level 1, we have fire and we have sleep. Lock enemy. Locks in the enemy for attack. The success rate of inflicting damage increases by 10%. I don't know if I like that. And then you have lit. Lightning. Lightning is fired at the enemy from the magician's fingers, dealing 10 to 40 points. That might be good against water. I think that's how this game works. So we're gonna get that. And then Dax should have... He should be full now. Let's have a look. No, he's got sleep and lit. I have fire 2. Okay, so I don't need fire 1. A small fireball capable of... Well, I mean, why not fire 1? He's a magician, so why not have... Oh, this is all tangled. Yeah, why not fire 1? Like, it's single enemy, and I can use it multiple times. I'll grab fire 1 as well. Yeah. Okay, I like that. I think this is gonna be a really good expansion on the skills I already have. So, I really like that I read the manual for the game and sort of learned a little bit more about it. But now it makes me want to go back to the other town and go get whatever theirs was as well. I think it's up here. Like, have a look at their level 2 stuff. So let's fight this. Fight this. Now I really want to try this lightning. So I can do 5 moves before I have to sort of rest. And then let's do that. Okay, cool. Oh, I didn't even see. Whoa, big damage. So much damage. Okay, I don't remember exactly where these things are. Excuse me. I didn't sleep that great last night. So that's potions. Potions is something I feel like I'm always gonna need, like a plethora of potions just to like get me through. Alright, so we got white magic up here. Now, we go back to level 2 white magic. We have lamp, mute, a lit, anti-lightning, sorry, and invisibility. Now, this is going to be for M's, and right now I don't think I have... Actually, I have mute. And mute is for a magic... You can do anti-lightning. Lamp removes the dark spells. And then invisibility increases the ability to avoid. That might be really good, actually. That sounds really good. Now, let's see how many spell, like, spots she has available. So she's got mute and invisibility. She can get 1 more. That invisibility is gonna be good. Do I want lamp? I think lamp. M's is going to learn lamp as well. And that's a full set of level 2 for white magic. Now, let's see what we can afford with black magic, but I feel like this is gonna drain most of our cash, our gold. But that's all right. That's the point of the game. We just grind it out. Level 2 black magic, and that's Dax. So he has fire, but that's a level 3 one. Okay. Ice, one enemy. The cold wind and driving snow of a blizzard are directed at the enemy, damaging range 20 to 80 points. So ice would be good against what? Fire? Or maybe water? Dark. The enemy is blinded by darkness. Oh. And then you have weapon strength is increased by 14 points. Slow all enemies' thinking and actions. I think I have slow. Ice. The enemy is blinded by darkness. That's all enemies. That's pretty cool. All of these seem pretty good. Ooh, I'm kind of torn here. Do I do ice or do I do dark? Well, let's do dark. We blind all enemies. That seems super effective. And then, do I want ice or temper? Ooh. I don't know. I don't know if this is something I can redo. Like, weapon strength by 14 points is good for now. Ice. Let's do ice. Let's do ice. The last one we got was sort of a defensive move. Let's go with an offensive move for ourselves. Let's do ice. Hopefully I don't regret this. Let's peek at our magic here. So we've got sleep, lit, fire, slow. Oh, fire's level 1. Oh, I've got fire 1 and fire 2, that's right. We got ice. So this is really opening up how much I can use. Now, level 3, I think that's back where we were in Elfland. So we're gonna head back there, we're gonna grind, and we're gonna absolutely grind huge. But we've got some cool undead spells now, so maybe one or two, maybe one fight in that cave and like save, test it so we're not too far out. Alright. I don't know what else. So we got these are all the magic spells. I think as far as stuff in the manual, good for now. Ouch. Let's keep on sailing away. So I can do one lightning. Well, let's save that guy. $52 damage. Nice. Took him out in one shot. Well, I got a lot more versatility now, so that's awesome. Nice. Oh, that's under that bridge that the king made for us. We got another shark. They'd be nearly dead now. Now you're dead. Nice. Alright, well I feel like that's really opened up the combat quite a bit as far as hopefully a lot less missing if I can start mixing in some magic on the regular. No, I think we're gonna go... Actually, no, that was it. Because down here is the other town. Yeah, cool. This is what we want. Now, we can do slow, we can do sleep, we can do dark, we can do fire. I wonder what ice does, let's just say against this guy. $54 damage is really good. It's very good. Okay, so we probably don't need to do big magic. Let's do this. And let's... What does she have now? She's got mute, invisibility, lamp. Lamp is to remove a darkness. We've got harm. What does harm do again? Oh. Can you bring the window back up, please? Ah, far out. It switched to a different computer. I hate this thing. Give me 1 second. I'll just go grab it. I just gotta change the source. How do I stop it from doing this? So lamp removes darkness. Harm hurts undead enemies. Fog shields the spellcaster. That's fine, we don't need that. And then we've got mute, invisible, and lamp. So invisible would be really good, let's say, with like casting on Theo, who's kind of the tank. Huge hit. And at this point, we're just gonna cycle through, take these guys out. And this should be decent gold, I think. These guys are pretty good. We're gonna grind out a little bit more. We'll go back, we'll save, and then we'll head to that cave. and we'll just see what happens. Okay. This is fight. Fight. Let's do dark. And then mute invisible lamp. What it's gonna take me a hot minute to remember what everything does. Okay. We're gonna do let's do fog on Theo. So that darkness hopefully will affect everybody, and it can just take them out pretty quick. This will take a hot minute to go through, I think. Of course, that's why it's hot in here. It's stinking hot again today. Probably about 85 to 90 degrees in this room right now. Bit of a bummer. All right, let's start bashing some skulls in. Oh, that's fun. Oh. Some pretty decent damage coming out of these guys. Nice. Didn't kill him now. Okay. So let's attack. Attack. Magic. Let's do an ice on this guy. And let's do a cure on Ark. Hopefully, we get that cure off pretty quick. Be dead. Ugh. At least that's one down. Nah, let's do a magic. Let's do a fire on this guy. Pop another heal on Ark, just to keep him going. Another one bites the dust. There we go. Now we're clearing them out. Not dead. Well, everybody's gonna be dead this time. There we go. There we go. Let's heal Ark, and then let's heal him again, because it's not likely you're gonna get a fight that sort of intense, like as far as people very often. But let's do one more fight before we save. There we go. This is my kind of fight. And let's do a fire on this guy. $11 damage. That's terrible. Go back to the ice. Come on. Let's finish it off. Alright, we'll pop into the inn. Hit up a save. We don't have that much gold, so I'm not really gonna worry about buying anything else at the moment. I think 1,500 is the minimum we need for any of the next spells, and 4,000 for that sword, so ages away from that. But let's make our way, so we've just saved it. Let's make our way to the cave. I'm just nervous thinking about it. Actually, let me back out of that. This is what I want. And then let's use some magic. Let's say fire on the fur. That makes sense. Fire on the fur. Oh, beautiful. Easy. Easy. Keep making our way to the cave. Okay. Hopefully we can one-shot that and that, and then we'll do a fire on this guy. And let's hit an invisibility on Theo. As this plays out, I'm just gonna open my door quick. Sorry, it's ridiculously hot in this room. Very difficult to deal with. My biggest complaint about where I'm living is just the weather is always hot. Alright, another round here. Let's see if we can take this out. That. Do that, and then that. Save our magic here. Perfect. I like that. Nice, easy kill. I mean, a lot of these things should be nearly dead, hopefully. I do struggle to pay attention to all the health and stuff. I'm so used to games just having, like, bars and whatever to show you. Nice. Looks like it'll take another round. Alright. Pretty bad gold considering how many guys were just in that fight. But you'll get that with like the beasts, I think. That's how this game works. And then your humanoid ones like this should drop a fair bit more gold. Although this is well over 200. Let's do an ice magic. And then we'll just fight. Yeah, that's pretty good. Nice. You can almost just not fight with her because she's just almost so ineffective so often. Lots of kitty cats. I can only do fire twice, so I need to keep that. And then... Let's do invisibility again on Theo. I think that's gonna be one of my go-to spells, just to buff him. One down. Hopefully we get a good dispersion. Ooh, that's a kill. Yeah, hopefully we get a good amount of guys knocked out this round. We should hopefully be able to clean it up pretty quick next round. No, I don't want to do that. Let's go back. Let's fight this one. This one. No. This one. This one. Okay. That should, if enough people hit, take care of this. Dead? Dead? Yes. Very nice. I like. Terrible gold. Alright, let's have a look at how we're doing. Not too bad. I'm really hoping we can sneak at least one battle out of this cave. I'm nervous. Last time I got absolutely owned. I don't want to go too far, just in case it's like real bad. Okay, so I don't even know what these guys' shadows. Cast darkness. Cast darkness again. Oh, sorry, no, they didn't. Now. If we cast... It's not that one. If I do... Let's do a fire on this one, and then this, let's do a harm. Let's see what happens. Okay, so that's dead. That's awesome. M's casts harm, does 34 damage, and kills that one. That does 48 damage. That does 64 and kills. Okay, so must have around that 60-ish sort of health, I'm guessing. And that does 50 damage. That should be a death. Yep. Okay, that is insanely better than where we were before. Let's see how this progresses. Hopefully it's some good money and some good XP. Nah, it's money's not that great, unfortunately. That's okay. Now I wonder... Sorry. Does that darkness carry over? No. But... what items do we have? We have a heal. Let me pop a heal on Ark. And let's keep going. I'm really, like, scared to go too far. I don't want to absolutely get myself into just, like, a terrible situation. Oh, wow. Okay. I don't know if we're ready to do this. I'm so nervous. Scum. That. Magic. Let's do fire on this. And we can cast another harm, but I don't know if we will. I think we're just gonna fight. Let's see what happens. Oh, poison. The physical attacks there did not really do much. And these are like a poison enemy. So I got one fire, or I can throw an ice. Let's throw an ice. Don't have a lot of options here. This is why I didn't want to get too far into it, because now I'm like depleting the things I can do so quickly. Oh, 100 damage. You're dead. That was ice. So let's throw another ice, and let's see if we can take it out this time. And then we're gonna have to head back, and we're gonna have to heal. Hopefully, it's better XP and gold this time. Oh, it's terrible. It's really awful. Alright. So, I'm not going to risk putting myself in a really rough situation where I've gotta lose a bunch of progress again. Not yet, anyways, but I know that goes downstairs. Ooh. Okay. And I'm gonna go fire here and just hope that I get some good hits in. This is I think, almost the exact battle that last time wiped me out. Okay, so that's not very strong. The zombie's not super strong. Okay, they don't even have 40 damage. 40 health. Okay, that harm spell is so OP against undead. Wow, okay, the fire's OP as well. Now, hopefully this is good XP. Decent XP and pretty good gold for that. Pretty good gold. We're still heading back though, because I can already tell that it's gonna deplete my magic stores so quickly in there. Nice. $40 damage to take it out? No. Hell yeah. Now, I'm gonna go invisible on Arc, and then for magic, let's do ice on this guy. This should be really good money, hopefully. Huge money. 500 gold. Couple more. I don't know if I can heal Arc. We'll see what I can do. But he's starting to be in a rough spot. Oh yeah, plenty of cures left. 80 damage. Alright, that one's dead. Nice, 400 gold almost. This one should be a nice quick fight. Might even be done in one round. Oh, if Theo hits, this is done. Nice. let's check the inn out here. Or sorry, let's pop into the inn. Getting some gold up. Definitely getting some gold up. Alright. On that, I'm going to take a quick break. Few minutes, and I will be right back with more Final Fantasy. Alright, we are back with more Final Fantasy. I just noticed that every time the scene changes, my timer's changing. That is so frustrating. Anyways, I'll have to figure out the times for this another way. It'll have to be a rough estimate. I have to look into this timer. Life's been a bit busy at the moment, and I've been trying to make sure that I can still stream, so some things have just gone by the wayside just a little bit. Let's head out. Let's grind a little bit more. We're getting some cash. We're definitely getting some cash. And I'm tempted to save up for this sword. I think it's a silver sword. It's a silver sword because I think it's gonna work really well against the undead. Because that seems to be one of the weaknesses I have, is physical damage against the undead. And if I can get a couple of silver swords in, it might make a world of difference. Nice easy one. I can't imagine there's going to be much gold in it though, unfortunately. That's not too bad considering that's one ghoul. Oh, Hate these things. Absolutely can't stand them. Sorry, just trying to eat a little bit. All right, one down. At least the spiders aren't super common. But poison is so freaking annoying. Alright, so believe it or not, it'd be quicker. Oh, actually, let's heal. Sorry, cure. We gotta make sure we don't let ourselves get in too rough of a situation where we can't deal with more poison. So I'm not gonna go too far yet. Oh, see, now this is just an annoying fight. We must be getting close to a level. Have to be. This is what I want. Nice fight. Not dead. Come on. There we go. See, that's the kind of gold we want. That's the kind of gold we want. Some asps. Man, screw the poison. It is so frustrating. It screws up the entire rotation. So we're gonna go buy some more potions so that we don't fall too far behind and get caught out. Pewers. Pewers? So it's 75 gold per poisoning I get, which is pretty devastating. Let's get a couple of heals as well. Alright, that'll do. And where are we sitting at in terms of items? 14.7. Okay. I don't know why I went this way. Hopefully I can still get out. Yeah. Immediately with the fighting. I'd like to level soon. A level soon would be nice. It'd feel really good. Alright, one more. Take him out. Ugh. Well, let's pop a cure on Dax. He's getting a little bit low. Hopefully we can wipe him out right here. I mean, we wiped out 3 the last time, so excellent. One more. Come on, Dax. Nice. Oh, this guy shouldn't be too much of an issue. Go like that, and then in case that misses, we're just gonna pop fireball on him. Come on. Nice. Alright, we're not going too far, so I'm gonna chuck a couple. Oh, yes, level. That means everybody else is pretty close behind. I'm gonna pop some heals. I'm gonna go cure, arc, Dax. Might do arc again. And hopefully that'll keep us going for a little while longer while we grind it up. Getting to level 9, huge. Getting one of these silver swords, my hunch is telling me that's gonna be really big as well. Nice. Well, my cat's not happy. Some crying going on. Nice, Dax is leveled up. Oh. This is the kind of fight I wanted. Let's do a let's do a fire. Wow. I'm thinking this will wipe them all out, hopefully. That Fire 2 spell is so OP. So this should be hopefully some more levels. Yes. So Ark's up. Hopefully M's is right here as well, because I think they're real close together. Okay, so what I did want to see. Yeah, so I can do 3 of those now. 5 of those, 4 of those. Okay. Oh, this is getting so much better. I'm gonna go straight up fire. And I'm just gonna take these guys out. They're so annoying. And I don't want to lose a bunch of money. so much easier, but it uses that spell. And that makes it so much like... That spell is such a good spell. I don't have enough resources to keep doing it all the time. Alright, I'll have to drink one poison thing. Ems is leveled up. Fantastic. That means we should be pretty close to giving that a proper shot. Giving that cave a proper shot. Yeah, we should be close. Wait, how much gold did I have? Yeah, just over 4th. Let's grind out. Let's grind out a little bit more. Yeah, this is starting to open up a lot more. This area that I'm grinding in is getting pretty easy now, which is good because that means I'm almost ready to just go to the next area. I want to try going in with at least one silver sword, and want to get some more poison potions, and then we'll save it, and then we'll give it a shot. Probably need another 500-600 gold just to be safe. Hey. This will be a good chunk of gold. This will be about, I think these are about 200 gold, give or take a little bit. Oh. The good thing is, if they don't poison you, they don't... Oh. Spoke too soon. I was gonna say, if they don't poison you, they don't do a ton of damage. Poisoning's just so inconvenient because you gotta spend money to get rid of it. Dead. I don't think these guys drop a lot of gold. Yeah, 100. Let's heal that quick. These guys are pretty weak, so I don't really have to worry about the damage that they're gonna do. It's just gonna take maybe a couple of rounds to get through them all. Yesterday, my partner and I, we went out with a couple of our friends, get a bite to eat, and then afterwards we went to bookstore and we just sort of browsed around a bit. And then after that, we went to a toy store. And this particular toy store, I was super stoked to find they had the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie star sets. So it's like 6 of them. You get each turtle, you get Splinter, and you get Shredder, and it all comes in one box. And it was $60. I was stoked, so I grabbed that immediately. I was blown away. That's like $10 per figure. That's, I mean, that's fucking prices from 10-15 years ago. Absolutely stoked on that. So that was pretty cool. I haven't taken it out of the box yet. I don't know how I'm gonna display it, because this whole thing here is full. And I've got stuff behind the heads as well that you can't see. And I mean, that's just for me. I've got the Sewer Heroes set and the sports set. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, I just couldn't pass up the movie stars set for $60. So cheap. Oh, here we go. This is the fight we've been waiting for. And my wisdom tooth feels pretty good now. There's still a hole there, but it's not super painful. It appears to be healing fine at this point. I don't think I'm at too much risk for any issues. But yeah, the last couple of times I streamed, it was pretty annoying. Yeah, that looks like that's fully on the mend now. I have a checkup in a few weeks. And then they're probably going to want to schedule to do the other one, but I've got a trip to Japan first, so I'm going to do that, and then think about it after that, because, oh man, it really, it took it out of me. That fucked me up real bad for about 4 or 5 days. One day I had to leave work and finish working from home because it's just the lighting and everything in my sinuses were absolutely killing me. So, but you know, we're doing a bit better. We're like, this is the most consistent I've been streaming ever. I've got a plan, which is really, for me, that's exciting to sort of be able to have goals and things to progress towards is really exciting for me. And Sundays we're gonna mix it up and we're gonna do 2 games, 1 newer game and then 1 game from the retro Backlog Catalog. So that's awesome. That got me really excited, and today we played Firewatch, and I really enjoyed that. It's so interesting. It's got a good story. It's a sad story, but it's interesting as well. There's some cool stuff going on in that. Now, let's get this MFN silver sword, and let's see who can equip it. I don't know who's gonna take it. Let's give it to Ark, and then look, wrong one. We'll go into the items and see if he can even equip it. He might not be able to equip it. So Ark has the silver sword. He cannot equip it. So we're gonna trade that. Do we go to Dax? Or do we go to Theo? I think we go to Theo, because Dax has that OP magic spell. He can equip it. So this hand axe, if I remember correctly, no one else could take that. Yeah, no. So this was... So Ems is pretty much just a caster. She can't do much as far as physical damage. Yeah, so we're gonna sell the scimitar and the hand axe. We've got a silver sword. Actually, let's just sell the scimitar. The only reason I say that is, what if this silver sword thing bites me in the ass? And it only works on undead. You know what I mean? Kind of like an Oblivion sort of thing where you need the silver sword to attack the undead, or an enchanted sword or whatever. But it's not super effective outside of that. So I don't want to get myself into a tough situation. So what I'm gonna do is I'll take that hand axe. That's not it. There we go. And we're gonna chuck it up here as a backup, just in case we need it. So we got 1,000 gold. We need 100 to save. We need several potions, poison potions, to keep that at bay, because you can have a fight where you use 2 or 3 at a time, and then you're, you know, starving for more potions. So if we buy, we're just gonna buy a plethora of them. That's not one. Buy that one. Buy this one. But yeah, I feel like the game, now that I have a better understanding of the magic and how important that is to keep using for some of the characters. Like, because Dax doesn't do much damage, and neither the Ems does almost no damage. When she hits things, it's pretty pitiful. Alright, that should do us. So we'll have 100 gold to save, and then items-wise, we're looking at 16. Like, we're good for a while. So this, yeah. We'll save it. On our way, we'll know if this silver sword's gonna be effective against other creatures as well, not just the undead ones that we're gonna come across. So that'll be good. Cool. What time is it? We're doing pretty good for time. Got a bit of time left to hopefully get there and be able to take a chunk of it out. Let's see. So only Theo could equip. Actually, I don't know if anybody else could equip the sword. Dax probably can equip it as well, because he's already got a sword. $74. See, that doesn't look like that did a lot of damage. It did decent damage. Interesting. We'll keep going. Let's see, that could have just been a fluke where it wasn't very high damage. Alright. I need to shuffle my party around as well. I've got it in the wrong order after the poison. pretty awesome as well coming up with work. I don't think I work a full week for the next like 6 or 7 weeks, which is fantastic. What with all the Easter holidays, and I have an RDO coming up. That's gonna work out really well. That's gonna work out real well. I'm gonna be really happy with that, because by the time June comes, it's gonna feel like I've had a nice break, a very nice break. Really excited about Japan coming up. Wow, okay, that was big damage. Really excited about Japan coming up. Never been. I'll learn a little bit of some of the basic language so that I can hopefully at least politely communicate over there. So that'll be cool. What else we got going on? It's pretty funny. The other day, my partner was just like, I'm sick of these chairs. And then the next day, all the chairs were listed on Facebook Marketplace and they were gone. So we have no dining room chairs at the moment, which is fine. The other ones didn't really match the set anyways. She just got them at like a thrift store. So that's a little bit awkward to say with my tooth missing. She got those at a thrift store, so they didn't really match anyways. But it's funny how she just like effed them off really quickly. She just sort of spur of the moment was like, nah, we're getting rid of these. And we don't eat at our dining table all that much. The main thing that we do there is fold washing, like every millennial or younger. I'm sure younger people do the same. Or we play board games or other games. We've been playing Skippo, been playing Hive. Hive is fun. That's such a cool game. If you haven't played Hive, look into Hive. That's a very good time. What else? We've been playing, we got Battleship. So we've been playing a little bit of Battleship. There's another one. Guess Who. Yeah, we got Guess Who as like sort of a easy have a drink, play a game together sort of game. And it came with an extra insert where like you have your traditional Guess Who characters and their faces that you would expect, but then also you can flip it over and it's got like superhero versions of them, and it makes it so much harder. But now we've been having a good time with all of that, and that's something that I don't know why it triggered, but when we lost our dog last month, we sort of sat and started playing games, and it was kind of a good way to be present with each other and be able to talk to each other, but also keep our mind on something else, you know, but also still allow yourself to have those conversations. So that was really good. How are we doing? 106.33. He's in a dire state. So do I want to use magic from Ems when harm is so freaking effective? Probably not. So let's just pop a heal, and let's pop another heal, and then actually let's just heal ourselves right up. That's what it's for. And let's head in there and let's see what kind of damage we can. That's pretty good. Let's see what kind of damage we can achieve with where we're at currently. And just kind of explore, get my head around the layout of the place. But no, so I've got the 1,000 games on the Backlog Catalog, which obviously is going to take me many years to get through, and that's the point. Is I wanted something substantial to bite into and work on. But I also have another list of games, which some of them are older, but a lot of them are newer, that I can also sort of chip away at over time, and Firewatch was one of those games. But I've got games like Control, System Shock 1 and 2, Firewatch, like I started. What was the other one? Stray, the Stanley Parable. There's so many games, and like the Duke Nukem ones from like 1 and 2 and all that kind of stuff. Just games I just want to eventually knock these ones out, but they didn't quite fit on. Excuse me. They didn't quite fit on the retro list. A lot of them being PC games and whatnot. They just didn't work out on the console list. And then weirdly enough, PC games they just don't quite feel retro the same way that console games do. And maybe it's just because like I'm holding a controller, or I'm playing, like holding a controller or playing it on a physical console. It just feels a little bit different. And I still have a few consoles to get for the list. Obviously I have hundreds and hundreds of games still to get, but we'll get there. All right, so let's see what this does against this guy. So we can do fire here, and then we have mute, we have invisible, we have let's just attack these next. Oh, whoop, I went back too far. So let's do magic. Let's do fire here, and let's do just 2 attacks here and see how we go with that. Yeah, that paralyze is what absolutely kills us. It's not the damage. The fact that I can't do anything and then they slowly chip away at you. That's a big chunk of damage. Alright, so now we're gonna have to... Okay, that one's dead. I think we're sweet to just play this out. Yeah, okay. And I'm not even in the cave yet, and I've already run into this sort of pickle, and I've used like 6 heals. But that's really good gold, so that's really promising. So, even if I don't get very far in this cave, hopefully I can chip away at a good chunk of it. But before we do get too far, I'm gonna just chuck some more heals on some people. And we're gonna save M's magic. And then also, before I keep forgetting, let's reorder the party, but hopefully we can withstand a little bit more attacking. Now we went south. There's a lower level down there to go through, so let's stay up here for now and keep looking. Okay, so we've got a very, very big fight on our hands right here, and we're gonna go with a fire on this one, and then we're gonna do a harm across the board. And I'm gonna be right back. Just give me 1 minute, I'll let this play out. that didn't go as well as I would have hoped. There's more of these guys alive than I would like. And you know, 2 of my guys are stunned, which is freaking terrible. This might be it. This might be my untimely death. Oh, Ems has come out. Come on, let me get a harm off. Come on. Don't hit me. Please don't hit me. Come on, take them all out. Okay, that one will be dead. They don't have a ton of health, but they've got enough that if this spell doesn't do at least half decent damage, they'll survive it. So I still have 3 stuns, which means I'm probably gonna have to do another harm. Oh, he's popped out. I don't know what he can actually do. See, I feel like I've had really bad luck with this particular fight because it's cost me substantial resources to get here. All right, so that's fine. I'm really low on sort of health potions, so sustaining this for very long isn't going to be an option. We're pretty much going to have to hopefully see where this goes. And then yeah. Okay. Let's leave 1 health potion for now. See, this is just a dead end. There's nothing here. I don't know if this is the kind of game where there's going to be little secrets like that. But yeah, this is... Okay, so going east here is useless. Going south takes you to another level. Okay. We got a new kind of spider. I will be using fire on this guy. Okay. That's pretty good. So that's another poison. Had 14 heals before I left this time, and now I've got 1. Like, I haven't even recouped the money I would need to buy all those again. Oh, maybe I have. It's still been really terrible. Alright, let's shuffle our party again. We need Theo at the top. And then... Yep, Arkulusrex, just like that. Now, I'm not gonna go too far. But I'm just gonna see if this is a dead end. I don't think it is. Looks like it might go up. Okay. This guy is gonna need some fire, and then I think we're gonna have to head back and just recoup. Alright, that's good. That one's dead. If I can get out of this with no poisons, I'll be stoked. Nice. Okay, that goes up. Ooh, and that goes down. Okay, I get it. Now, we're gonna head back. Alright. Going to... Actually, we'll do magic. Let's see how they go with ice. And then we'll get M's to do a harm across the board. That's great. Like, if he hits, that works really well. And then hopefully this just takes everybody out. Oh, okay. Ugh. Only took one of them out. Okay, that one should be dead. Yeah, cool. And then we should just be able to cycle through and take this guy, hopefully. On that, we're gonna take a quick break. Give me 2-3 minutes, and we'll be right back with more Final Fantasy. Alright, we're back. More Final Fantasy. We gotta get ourselves out of this cave. We gotta heal back up. We know now we go north-south. We do not go east. East is useless. I'm just gonna do like a fire across the board and then a harm, and hopefully between those two, it'll take everybody out. Like that sword works really... that sword works really good in here. Oof, that was a bit of a rough one, but honestly, pretty successful so far. And that whole... yeah, look at that. 178 damage. That's just a wipe. Come on, get me out of here. Nice. The spiders obviously have a lot of speed. At least one of them's dead. Nice. Oh, gotta deal with that poison. And let's shuffle our party back around. There we go. These guys are pretty weak, so I'm hoping we can just get some baseline attacks off and wipe most of them out pretty quickly. Oh, she hit it. Unbelievable. Alright, should just be able to wipe this guy off the board here this time. Oh, these guys are so annoying. What kind of magic? Actually, let's fight that. What kind of magic do we have left? I got 2 fire 2s. Let's just do that. Hopefully we can make a good chunk of the way back to the... Get a good chunk of the way back to the town. Oh, we're gonna make it. Oh, one step short. That fire is such a good spell. I wish I had more uses with it. Most things up here now don't do too much damage to me. It's just the cave is where I get stuck, and it's not like damage. It's like if they get enough stuns on me, then I can't do anything. Alright. So a silver sword's obviously helping. Can't afford another one, but we need a lot of heals now. And we also still need some pures. Alright, let's just buy a bunch of heals. I don't know how many you can hold. Maybe we'll go down to about 1,000 gold. And then we'll see. We should have more than enough by then, I would think. One more. Okay. Let's see where we're at. Yeah, we got 20 heals, 17 purifies. Hopefully, that'll get us through a huge chunk of that cave. We'll just give ourselves a save here before we go. Most of today has just been like grinding, getting from level 8 to 9, getting a bunch of gold so that we can buy a bunch of spells. We bought all the level 1 and 2 spells to fill up all the black magic and all the white magic that we could. And then we got ourselves a silver sword, which seems to do really well against the undead and not quite as well against other people, but that's okay. Do some testing afterwards of like the difference between that and the axe. But for now, we'll stick with it. Alright. Got out of that pretty unscathed. If we could just fight some ogres the whole way there, just rack up some big time gold, that'd be great. You're gonna throw wolves at me. One more. Oh, how is that guy not dying? Just die. Oh, what a worthless fight. Ark doesn't do much damage considering his sword is so good. Maybe I've got the wrong weapon on him. I'm not really sure how that works. Oh, here we go. See what happens if we don't go full attack on this. That's good. Take one out straight away. This should take another one out. Oh, it didn't. Okay. Be close, though. Let's do another fire. Then we'll just do a fight here. But if it doesn't work out that well right here, then we'll do a big attack to get rid of them. So we got 2 stuns. Let's do this, and then... I mean, I don't want to do that yet. But we try an ice. 17 damage. It's not dead either. Oh man, that's not very good. Alright, that one should be dead. Okay, that's good. Now he can only affect one of my guys at a time. Cannot believe I've just used all of these level 1s in this fight. And he's still not dead. Wake up. Come out of your paralysis. Alright, well, that's one person. There, he's dead. Good. Good. We didn't take too much damage, but we used way too much of my level 1 abilities. Okay, so... we go down or up? Let's just go down. I'm surprised we made it that far, to be completely honest. These guys can do, yeah, poison, which is incredibly frustrating. I guess I'll just do fire. I don't really have many options. Can't go around doing 1 freaking damage. That's great. They're dead, but 3 people got poisoned in the process, which is epically horrible. I'll have to change my rotation again. That should do. So, got these doors. I think I can come, yeah, I can just come out of these. Okay, new type of monster, scorpions. These are pretty cool looking. Oh my gosh, he's almost dead. Let's put a darkness spell, and then let's do invisibility on Theo. Just when you think you're done with the poison, comes back. Wow. I would imagine it's ineffective when he's dead. Not good. Let's see. Let's drink a heal. Let's do fire 2. Let's do... What does... I gotta figure out what some of these things do again. Level 2 lamp. Removes dark spells. Mute. Magic users, that's and invisible. So I've got cure, harm, and fog. Let's do a cure on Ark. Okay, so that's 1 down. Oh, wow. Do a cure on myself here. Man, just when I thought I might have been ready to come down here and deal with this stuff. Wow. I don't know how I'm gonna get back, though. Not with 2 characters. Let's see what we can do. This doesn't work as a res? No. I might be able to do a harm and get out of this. What do we got left? We got ice, dark, and slow. Oh, 1 left. Come on. Let's get out of this. Good, 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 good. What items can we do? I got lots of heals. Let's heal up. Let's do another heal. Oh. Come on. Got 1 slow. I've got 1 harm. That's 1 down. Come on. Get some more. Now this is about to be a potentially very tough fight. Now, I think all I can do is physical attacks. I think everything's been extinguished magic-wise. Oh, that's one down. Okay. Fingers crossed. Let's keep going. Nice, 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 nice. Let's get out of here. We'll heal up, and then hopefully we can get out of this cave. That's a little bit of a breath of fresh air. Oh, crit. This next one hits. Dax can hit. It should kill it. And it didn't hit. It's okay. Nice. Dead? Dead. Alright, we'll heal up and keep going. Alright. We got an ogre. We should be able to just hopefully whittle him down. Oh, nice, 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 nice. Oh, perfect, perfect, perfect. I don't know if I've got the patience for this. We'll try a run just to get away and just hopefully avoid this fight. Mainly because I think it's going to take 10 minutes. Alright, we got out of it. What are we at health-wise? I mean, it's not great, but we can probably get through. I'm just gonna run again. Alright. Straight out. Beautiful. Let's go heal. Couple of guys. We don't need to heal anybody, we just need to save and rest. We chewed away at like half of our heals and like 3 or 4 of our poisons. That was such a shit situation. We're just gonna load up on heals. We're gonna get as many as we can. Alright, that's probably good. And then we're gonna get some more pures. And then just a couple more heals, just in case. Alright. That should do, let's see where we're at. 27 and 19. So we'll go save it now. And unfortunately, it still looks like we're not strong enough to do the cave. So that means I probably need to save for the level 3, level 4, whatever they are, black magic spells. I didn't save it. Please let me drink that. Please let me drink that. Yeah, you can fight. Do anything. That was stupid. Hopefully we can just take this guy out right here. Thank goodness. Should be dead. Very close. There we go. All right. That guy out. That guy. We're just gonna have to keep grinding until we get good enough to sort of sustain ourselves in that cave. Unfortunately, this doesn't look like it's gonna work at the moment. Let me see if I'm overlooking anything. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button. Looks like it's probably best if I just keep the grind up for the rest of the stream today, and then hopefully get ourselves pretty close to this cave tomorrow. Okay, the cave we're after is called the Marsh Cave. Amazing to me how much weaker some of these people are. physical attacks are just not there compared to Theo. Curious if that does anything different. Like if he just uses his hands because he's a fighter. Well, I didn't even hit him. Good money in these fights at least, so that's promising. Here we go. Nope. That is not the right play. You did? No. Dax level 10. Nice. M should be right here then too, I think. Very close. Should be very close. Let's equip that saber again. Hopefully M's levels here. No? One more fight, and I reckon she will. Nice. Please be dead. Ah. Alright, let's pop some cures. There we go. This is the kind of fight we want. M's leveled up. Very nice. Nice, another good one. If I could just fight ogres for the next hour, that would be great. Ems and Dak might be a little bit ahead after everything that had just happened in the previous cave entrance. But they shouldn't be too far. Maybe another fight or two and Theo and Ark should level. Nice, nice, nice. How are we doing financially? 2,400. Alright. Now, What black magic spells do we have? Well, I've already got Fire 2. Just Hold, Light 2, and Lock 2. Well, I'll have a think about that, and then next time, make a choice on what I want to do there. But that is going to... That's gonna wrap it up. That's me. We're gonna save it, call it a day. Made a little bit of progress, but it's still a bit of grinding that's required to get through that marsh cave. It's just, you can have one bad fight and it just totally ruins your entire run down there. So we got to figure out a way how to overcome that, and it could just be more magic spells that I have to spend some money to get. But until next time, I will be back on Tuesday, my time. Check the schedule if you're interested. And we will be back to Final Fantasy, and we will continue on with the 1K Backlog Challenge. Thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you next time. See ya!